Good morning, Philadelphia Graveyard in History. I am here at Forest Hills Cemetery in Philadelphia to bring you the story of the most mysterious spy in American history, Lafayette C. Baker. Lafayette Baker was born on October 13th, 1826, and he died on July 3rd, 1868. During the American Civil War, Lafayette Baker was a spy for General Winfield Scott, spying on Confederate forces in Virginia. He returned to Washington, D.C. with information that Scott thought valuable enough to raise him to the rank of captain. As Provost Marshal of Washington, D.C. from September 12, 1862 to November 7, 1863, Baker ran the National Detective Bureau, also sometimes known as the National Detective Police Department. He was appointed colonel of the 1st D.C. Cavalry May 5, 1863. Baker owed his appointment largely to Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton, but suspected the Secretary of corruption and was eventually demoted for tapping his telegraph lines and packed off to New York. Lincoln Assassination Investigation. Baker was recalled to Washington after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln in 1865. Within 2 days of his arrival in Washington, Baker's agents in Maryland had made 4 arrests and had the names of 2 more conspirators, including the actual presidential assassin, John Wilkes Booth. Before the month was out, Booth, along with David Harrod, were found holed up in a barn, and Booth was himself shot and killed by Sergeant Boston Corbett. Baker received a generous share of the $100,000 reward offered to the person who apprehended the presidential killer. President Andrew Johnson nominated Baker for appointment to the grade of Brigadier General of Volunteers on April 26, 1865, but the U.S. Senate never confirmed the appointment. In 1866, President Andrew Johnson accused him of spying on him, a charge Baker admitted in his book, which he published in response. He also announced that he had Booth's diary in his possession, which was being suppressed by the Department of War and Secretary of War Edwin M. Stanton. When the diary was eventually produced, Baker claimed that 18 vital pages were missing. Lafayette Baker was a witness against President Andrew Johnson in his impeachment trial, where he couldn't produce the evidence he said he had against Johnson. General Baker was diagnosed in 1863 of having cerebral congestion, and in the fall of 1865 as having meningitis. Mustered out in January 1866, he died in Philadelphia in 1868 at the age of 41. Originally buried in the family Mutual Cemetery, his remains and all others in that cemetery were moved en masse to Forest Hills Cemetery. All the graves from family Mutual Cemetery are unmarked, but according to local cemetery historians, the locations of these reinterments are behind the Hanover Kensington M.E. Church Memorial. Also buried here is Carp Richard Thomas, U.S. Navy. He was a carpenter on the USS Constellation and USS Constitution, War of 1812. Born August 2nd, 1782. Died December 20th, 1842. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.